Next up on Tuned Into NoCo, I have Major Mike Fassi on the show. He's a Colorado Wing Public Information Officer and Assistant Director of Public Affairs of the Civil Air Patrol U.S. Air Force Auxiliary. Mike, thanks for joining me today. It's great having you here.
Thank you, Ashlee. Appreciate the invite.
Now, before we get into the event you have coming up, do you mind explaining to our listeners what the Civil Air Patrol is all about?
It's a very old organization. Most people don't realize that Civil Air Patrol was started December 1st of 1941, which is significant because the U.S. didn't enter World War II until December 7th, 1941.
Interesting.
So the whole goal of the Civil Air Patrol was a group of men, including Mayor LaGuardia of New York and those on the East Coast. They needed private pilots and their airplanes to fly up and down the coast to make sure the German submarines weren't sneaking up on the East Coast cities. And hence that was the beginning of the Civil Air Patrol. Today we have three jobs. We do about 90% of all the inland search and rescues in the United States. The Air Force provides us airplanes. We have a cadet program where we have in the state of Colorado a little over 1,000 cadets, and we also teach aerospace education and STEM programs.
Wow. Now, you guys are putting on the third annual Folds of Honor golf tournament at Ptarmigan Country Club on September 12th. What should people know?
Well, it's a great opportunity to give back to veterans and their families. We've been fortunate. I had an opportunity to meet Colonel Dan Rooney a few years ago, and Colonel Dan Rooney, if you can envision this, he was sitting in an airplane in 2007. In the height of the Afghanistan-Iraqi conflicts and wars, and he was asked to, along with other passengers, to stay in place while the family got off the plane. And as they deplaned, they went to the side of the plane where the baggage comes out, and they saw a casket being carried out. And along with that casket were obviously his wife, the soldier's wife, and a couple of kids. And Dan got the idea, well, we know that the wife will be taken care of, but who's going to educate those kids? And that was the beginning of Folds of Honor. The whole idea behind it is that we were going to educate those kids, raise money so that there's scholarships available should those families need them to send the kids to school.
Yeah, little things that you don't think about after a veteran gets home,
right,
or doesn't get home,
or wounded, or doesn't come home. But we've had Jason Hallett, who is a Windsor resident with twins, triple amputee, and he knows that. He's been our spokesperson for a couple of years. He knows that his kids' education will be taken care of by Folds of Honor, and that's significant. And that gives us a good feeling, too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So if someone would like to attend or possibly even volunteer at this event, I don't know if that's available, what should they know?
Well, we need volunteers. It takes a lot to put on a golf tournament. I had never done this in my life till 3 years ago, and Dan said, why don't you give it a try? And I'm thinking, well, why not?
Yeah.
So we did it, but it takes about 50 volunteers to put it on.
Okay.
And we draw folks from southern Wyoming, all the way down to Denver. And what you can do is go to www.patriotgolfnoco.com, and there's opportunities to donate, there's opportunities to volunteer, there's opportunities to sign up for golf. And this year, we've even gotten, in the 21st century, we actually have a QR code now that you can go online and just Folds of Honor and look at that. And anybody that's got the folders or flyers available, just go online and aim your phone to it, and you'll be able to participate at your level.
Awesome. Now, for those who'd like to attend, do you need to register?
If you're going to play golf, you need to register because we limit it to 128 golfers.
Okay.
The activity itself is going to be September 12th. We always have it around Patriot Day.
Okay.
And so that event will be September 12th at Ptarmigan Country Club. And you need to register if you're going to play. We're asking for foursomes, but if you've got a couple of guys you just want to get together, or you're a vet and the fees are a little high, we've got scholarship, we've got money available to help you come out and play.
Perfect.
And join the crowd.
Well, that's exciting. Now, if you do want to attend and play golf, you go to the same website that you would go to volunteer?
Yes.
Perfect. So again, that's patriotgolfnoco.com. So I guess this is your third annual
This will be the third.
So how did last year go?
Last year we raised over $51,000 in our second year.
That's
And we've got
amazing.
some great corporate sponsors too. Frontier Airlines, Coca-Cola, Anheuser-Busch is our big primary sponsor that backs Folds of Honors nationally. So Colorado State University will provide the color guard. It's a fun time, a somber time. But patriots in northern Colorado, folks that we've talked to keep coming back. They really appreciate the effort and the opportunity to help the families that are going to need it or need the money now.
Definitely. Everyone, you heard that. Head out to the 3rd annual Folds of Honor golf tournament happening at Ptarmigan Country Club on September 12th. It's for a great cause, and it should be a great time. If you would like more info, you can visit patriotgolfnoco.com. Now, if someone can't attend this event, but they would still like to donate, what should they know?
There is a section on that patriotgolfnoco.com where they can just donate if they prefer to donate.
Okay, awesome.
And we always take checks, Cash is good too.
You guys heard that. Head to the website, donate. Kind of switching gears here a little bit. Before the interview, we were actually talking about the history and where Colorado stands worldwide with the Folds of Honor celebration. And you said that it was 20th?
We were 20th in the nation last year out of 420 golf tournaments that were done in with Folds of Honor as beneficiaries. So we've done, there are a lot of patriots in northern Colorado and southern Wyoming, and we'd love to have you out at our tournament this year. Next year, the tournament will be on Monday, 9/11, which will be a special event, obviously, because of the anniversary of 9/11. So we're hoping that the weather holds and we get the crowds.
Absolutely. Come out and support the veterans and their families. Now, you've done quite a bit. I mean, your title already suggests that. But can you tell us your story? Like, how did you get involved?
We had, my wife and I had the opportunity to meet Colonel Dan Rooney about 5 years ago at a meeting, and we chatted over a number of times. There was also another gentleman here in Windsor who lived here and recently moved to Dallas, Sal Gienta, who was a Medal of Honor winner, and Sal was very familiar with Folds of Honor. And so when we kind of did our homework, we said this is an organization we wanted to be a part of. And I went out and got a book on how to put on a golf tournament, and it's been very well.
And we're sure glad you did, and the veterans and their families here. Absolutely. Well, is there anything else, Mike, that you'd like our listeners to know?
It's going to be a fun time. We've got Colorado State University Color Guard. My daughter, who lives in Nashville, will be coming up to sing the national anthem. A number of people have heard her the first time when she was here.
Cool.
So it's a family event, and all we need to do is have the weather cooperate, and we'll have a great time for a good cause.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You definitely are. And hopefully the weather does cooperate. It's been kind of crazy lately. Again, thank you, Mike, for joining us. Everybody, you heard this. It's the 3rd annual Folds of Honor golf tournament. It's happening at Ptarmigan Country Club on September 12th. You can get out and support our veterans and their families. For more information, you can head to patriotgolfnoco.com. Mike, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashlee. My phone number, you can give that out if you'd like.
Perfect. Yeah.
If you, there's two of us that co-coordinators. I can't do it anymore by myself, but my phone number here in Windsor is 970-227-6121. We'll be glad to aim you in the right direction, either for sponsorship, donor, or golfer.